Hi guys, I'm Daphne Quay, your Boss Lady Realtor here in Central Texas. And today we're going to be talking about this lovely, established, elegant suburb in Southwest Austin. We're going to be talking about Circle C. So get ready. I'm going to answer some questions. I'm going to go over some random trivia. I'm just going to tell you everything that I know about Circle C so that the information from my real estate brain can go into your brain and you can know all the things that got weird quickly. Okay, well, just watch the video with us. Let's go. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the notification button as well as like my video so I can keep doing videos just like this one. I do videos like this all the time. We talk about neighborhoods in Central Texas. We talk about things to do. I have a video where I talk about the most Instagrammable spots in San Antonio. So if you want to stay updated with the real estate market and find some cool things to do, as well as learn about cool neighborhoods in Central Texas, make sure to subscribe. So we're going to talk about the Circle C neighborhood right now. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it. First, let me start off by telling you the location of Circle C. It's basically as far south as you can go on MoPac. Not like all the way south, but like it's pretty far down there. Intersecting Slaughter Lane. And then it goes west a little bit into a couple different pockets, but that's generally like the meeting points and where it begins. A little bit of history on the neighborhood. They started developing the land around there in, I want to say it was 1982. And then they started actually building homes in 1986. They continued building homes in Circle C proper up until, I want to say it was the late 90s, more or less. But there's still been development around that area up until today. There's a couple newer neighborhoods that are near to Circle C that are considered a part of it that are still doing construction now. Circle C is actually a really popular suburb for a lot of reasons. I think one of the main ones is for Bowie High School. I'm looking here at greatschools.org. Side note, really good website to get accurate scoring and like ratings on a school that you might be interested in. But Bowie High School has a 9 out of 10 rating. So the area attracts a lot of families, of course, because they want good schooling. Also, the homes in the area tend to be, not all of them, but like there's a lot of really big houses to hold large groups of people and families and so on. So yeah, to recap, people really like Circle C because it's got a really highly rated high school. One thing that I personally really like about Circle C is that there's a really big sense of community. The development is actually really big, but everybody there is super friendly. There's a lot of sidewalks. There's a really cute community pool. And one of the things that makes it so incredibly convenient, one of the many things that makes it so convenient, is that it's got a really nice shopping center where you can literally find anything and everything that you might need. Let me start with their HEB Plus. It's really big. And HEB Plus is a big deal because that means they have, of course, like groceries plus more. So they've got a good wine selection. They sell pool toys during the summer. I think sometimes they sell grills. They have a nursery, like also like plant nursery. Like they just have everything you could need right there in the grocery store. It's really well organized. The lines are not super long. It's easy to get in and out. It's busy, but it's really well managed and it's super clean. So it's actually kind of a joy going to that HEB Plus. It's personally one of my favorites. The other things around that HEB Plus, of course, are going to be things like spas, nail salons. There's like a store where you could get things for your pets. So, like pet food, toys, things like that, which you could probably get at HEB Plus anyway, side note. There's a Starbucks there. There's a couple other local coffee shops. There's also a couple restaurants that are really cute. They have a really good Torchy's tacos. Alamo Draft House is, I want to say it's an Austin-specific movie theater where you can go in, watch a movie, and dine while you're there. It's such a cool thing to have right there in your neighborhood. So if you're living in Circle C proper, most homes are like a mile and a half away from this like super convenient shopping center, if that. Now, let me just say, side note, if you live in one of the new neighborhoods that's on the perimeter of Circle C, it's probably going to be closer to like a 7-ish minute drive to get to groceries and nail salons and the Alamo Draft House and restaurants, but still super, super convenient. So one of the things that I mentioned a couple times in this video already is that Circle C has a really big sense of community. The people that live there take so much pride in taking care of their home, getting involved with the community, getting involved with their kids' schools. I feel like neighbors are very friendly. I've had several clients that have bought and sold homes there. I've also had some friends that live there, and everybody pretty much knows their neighbors. They know what's going on. Circle C also goes out of their way to set up community events. There's lots of stuff going on for kids. Lots of things going on at the community pool. I know they do during the summer, they do swim lessons and swim meets there pretty much every day. And then it's open for lap swim and recreational swim as well. So that's a really good place for people to meet up and really form that sense of community. It's a really unique spot in Austin, having very much a suburb feel to it, being close to downtown and having its own amenities while still being a very welcoming, friendly neighborhood. Currently, we are at the Veloway Park, which is, I believe it's about 3 miles around. It's basically 3 miles of paved, it's not sidewalk, just street. And it's exclusively for rollerblades as well as cyclists. So we just drove by now and there's a bunch of families there with their kiddos. It's just a really cool, safe place for people to go and do their cycling and roller skating without a bunch of pedestrians or cars or crosswalks or anything. So it's super popular. This place is always poppin'. So the question that I'm sure you have and everybody's wondering, people are always asking about the style of homes in these neighborhoods and what the price range is. So right now in front of me, I have pulled up everything that's been closed in the last 90 days in Circle C proper. So I see the least expensive home was sold in late April. It was a 1,600 square foot home, a little single story built in the year 2000. Super simple, nothing, very cute, but very basic. And that ended up going for $534. The original list price on it was $475 and it sold in multiple offers for $534,000. Alrighty, so on the opposite side of the spectrum, we have got a home that closed in early June. This home is amazing. Okay, so this home is 4,800 square feet. It's got 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, excess. It's got a beautiful pool built in 2018 and it sits on just over an acre. This home was listed for $2.1 million and it sold in 5 days for $2.4 million. Now, both examples are pretty much one extreme or the other, but I mean, the numbers that I've seen and that I'm looking at literally right now is that you can basically get a home in Circle C kind of from the low 600s up until the high 900 range. So that's the average range to work with in that area. Generally speaking, the style of home in Circle C is very traditional. Every now and then we'll see a home that's a little bit more modern. You see that more in the newer neighborhoods, but they still have a very traditional look. There's a lot of brick, stone, and a little bit of stucco. Right now we're driving through one of the newer parts of Circle C. We are in the Avania neighborhood, which is just south of the older, more established kind of traditional look Circle C. The thing about Avania that's really cool is that there's, just the original portion of Circle C, it's got lots of walking trails, sidewalks. It's very green. It's beautifully manicured. They have really nice community pools. And there's still a lot going on. It's just further from the main the hub, the Circle C hub. And the style of homes is different. It's a little bit more, I don't want to say modern, but it's just kind of newer looking all around. And there's a little bit more variety in the style of homes. There's this one little neighborhood. It's this really cute little gated neighborhood where all the homes are stucco. I love stucco and a lot of people don't, but anyway. And all the homes are kind of this Spanish mission style. And that's unique to that little pocket. Generally speaking though, I feel like there's a lot of kind of colonial style homes and just more a traditional Texas look where we use a lot of that white limestone and brick. And that's generally what you can expect everywhere in Circle C. There's not a lot of deviation from that. So that's what I have got for you about Circle C in Southwest Austin. It's a really big neighborhood and there's actually a lot of other little things to know too, but I just want to give you an overview so you can get familiar with it. If you have more questions or more ideas, please leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification button so you can get notified every time I do a video like this one. And please make sure to like my video. It really helps me out and it helps me to continue to do videos like this one. If you are thinking about relocating, if you're thinking about selling a home in Central Texas, Austin, or San Antonio, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or send me an Instagram DM. Whatever works for you. If you're thinking about making a move, I got you. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Daphne Quay, your Boss Lady Realtor.